So if you have a straight line, say L1 like this, then this distance of the origin from the point where the straight line cuts the y-axis, this is called the y-intercept. In this case, the y-intercept is said to be positive. Okay, and the distance of the origin from the point where it cuts the x-axis is called the x-intercept. In this case, x-intercept is negative because it is in the negative direction. Okay, so and this is your origin. Okay, similarly, if you have a line, see like this, okay, then what are the x and the y intercepts? In this case, this is your point where the straight line cuts the y-axis. So therefore, for this straight line, this will be your y-intercept. Okay, and this distance will be positive. Similarly, if this straight line cuts the x-axis at this point, then this distance is called the x-intercept. In this case, the x-intercept will be also be positive because it is in the positive direction of x. So this is the meaning of x and the y-intercept. Okay. Now you know the various forms of the equation of a straight line. In class 10, you have already done slope-intercept form.
So there were only 3 forms.
Yes, slope-intercept form, only 3 forms were there. Slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus c. If you know the slope of a straight line, and if you know the
Point slope
y-intercept,
form.
then you can find out the equation of the straight line. Then you had the point slope form. If you know any point on the straight line, and if you know the slope of the straight line, then you can find out the equation of the straight line by this equation, y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. If you know any particular point, x1, y1 on the line, and if you know the slope of the line. Okay, and finally you have the 2-point form. This is all you have done in your class 10. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Okay, this is if you know any 2 points on the straight line, any 2 points if you know, then you can find out the equation of the straight line with the help of 2-point form. Okay, so these 3 you have already done in your class 10. Okay, so okay, and I think this exercise is based on this only. Okay, this is nothing but revision. Okay, now slope, have I explained slope? Yes, slope I think I have explained. Yes. So let us start with a very simple problem here. Number 7. Find the equation of two lines through the point 45. 2 lines, okay, through the point 45, which make an angle of 45 degree with the line 2x minus y plus 7 is equal to 0. So what is the given equation of the line? The given equation is 2x minus y plus 7 is equal to 0. Now, before proceeding with this problem, let me tell you just one more thing. Okay, one more, in fact, a shortcut. Now, if you want, if I give you the equation of a straight line, let me tell you here only. Say, call this one. If I give you this line, how will you find out the slope of this line? In class 10, back in class 10, what you were doing was, you were writing it in the form y is equal to mx plus c, right? You were doing like this. Y is equal to 2x plus 7. Okay, and then therefore you get the slope as 2 and you get the y-intercept as 7. Okay, but this time just a small, if you remember this, it's going to be very useful for you. That is, given any straight line in this form, which is not in the form y is equal to mx plus c. In fact, this form is ax plus by plus c. This is called the general equation of a straight line. If any equation is given to you in this form, you can find out the slope directly from this. Slope of the line is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. You can find out the equation directly from here. Now, how, in case of this, what is the coefficient of x here? It is 2. So minus coefficient of x is 2. And the coefficient of y here is minus 1. Okay.
Minus 1.
So you get simply 2. So this is something that is very useful. You don't have to always write the equation in the form y is equal to mx plus c in order to find out the equation of, in order to find out the slope of the line. Okay. So if possible, please remember this. Otherwise, this is going to be a very long drawn way if the equation is a little twisted. Okay. So from that, for the time being, I will be using this relation in order to find out the slope of the line from now onwards. So slope of the line will be minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. So once we are given this equation 2x minus y plus 7 is equal to 0, I want to find out the equation of a straight line which makes an angle 45 degree with this line. In fact, two lines. Okay. So what I do here is let the slope of the line making an angle 45 degree with 1 be m1. Okay. So therefore, what is m2? M2, the slope of the other line is here 2 we have found. What is the angle between these two lines? The angle between these two lines is 45 degrees. So therefore, tan 45 degree must be equal to plus or minus m1 minus m2 by 1 plus
M1 minus M2 by
m1
1 minus M1.
Okay. Tan 45 is 1 is equal to plus or minus m1 I want to find out. M2 is given to me as 2. I've just found out 2 divided by 1 plus twice m1. Okay. Now this will give me two values of m1. When I take the positive sign, taking positive sign, we get 1 is equal to m1 minus 2 by 1 plus twice m1. So you get 1 plus twice m1 is equal to m1 minus 2. So you get twice m1 minus m1 is equal to minus 2 minus 1, which is minus 3. That means m1 is equal to minus 3. So you get one equation of the straight line. I mean one slope. Now you take the negative sign. Taking negative sign, we get 1 is equal to minus m1 minus 2 by 1 plus twice m1. We solve this equation. We get 1 plus twice m1 is equal to minus m1 plus 2. So you get twice m1 plus m1 is equal to 2 minus 1. That means 3m1 is equal to 1. That means m1 you get in this case 1 by 3. So you're getting m1 is equal to minus 3 in the first case and m1 is equal to 1 by 3 in the next case. That means these two slopes will give you two different straight lines. Okay. Now let's see the question once again. The question to find the equation of the lines through the point. The point given here is 4, 5. So now you see when m1 is equal to, for the first case, how much have we got m1? Minus 3. Equation of the line is
Minus 4, 5, minus
it passes through 4, 5. So we'll choose we know the slope
5.
and we know a point on the line
5
4, 5. Y minus 5 is equal to minus 3 times
minus 3x minus
4.
4.
Okay, by using the point slope form. So this is one equation. When m1 is equal to 1/3, equation of the line is
y minus 5.
y minus 5 is equal to 1/3.
So then we can say that 4 comma 5 is the point of intersection of these two lines.
4, 5 is the intersection of these two straight lines. 4, 5 is the intersection of these two straight lines. Let's say this is your straight line. Okay. And you need to find the equation of a straight line that passes through, say, this point 4, 5. Okay. and makes an angle of 45 degree with this line. So you can have a straight line like this, which passes through 4, 5, okay, and makes an angle of 45 degree. You can have this angle as your 45 degree, okay, and you can have another straight line like this, okay, that makes an angle of 45 degree with this straight line. Okay, so you can have this as a triangle. Yes, you can say that these two are intersecting. In fact, this angle has to be 90 degree. If you see in this problem also, the slopes that we have got, what are the slopes that we got? We have got m1 as -3 and we have got
reciprocal and
1/3. So
opposite angles.
if you take this as -3, slope of this as -3 and slope of this as 1/3, you see that the product of these two is -1.
Minus
Yes.
1.
So you see that this line is perpendicular to each other. So you can have something like this. Okay. So that is what. Let us now look at the next problem. Okay. Number 8. The line through A47 with gradient M meets the x-axis at P. Okay. So equation of this line is, equation of the line through 47, A47, and having gradient M is y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. Let us call this 1 for the time being. Okay, next what is given here? And the line through A, this gradient M meets the x-axis at P and y-axis at R. Okay, so how do we get the point where it meets the x-axis? To get the point P, we put P is the point what? P is the point where it intersects the y-axis or x-axis. Right, it intersects the x-axis. P is the point where it intersects the x-axis. To get the point P, we put y is equal to 0. What do we get? -7 is equal to m times x minus 4. So you get -7 is equal to mx minus 4m. So you get x is equal to 4m minus 7 by m, right? This is the point where it intersects the x-axis. Therefore, what is the coordinates of P? Coordinate of P is 4m minus 7 by m comma 0, right? Right or wrong? This straight line needs the x-axis at what point? Where y is equal to 0. So put y is equal to 0 in 1 and find out the value of x. So this must be the x coordinate of the point, and it meets the y-axis at R. So to get the point R, we put x is equal to 0. What do we get? Y minus 7 is equal to m times 0 minus 4. That means y is equal to 7 minus 4m. Okay. So what is the coordinates of R? 0 comma 7 minus 4m. Okay. So we got the coordinates of P and R. Next statement is the line through B83 with gradient -1 by m meets the x-axis at Q and y-axis at S. So the line through, equation of the line through B83 through B83 and gradient minus 1 by m is y minus y1 is equal to minus 1 by m times x minus 8. This is again the point slope form. Now it meets at what points? X and the y axis. You see, it meets the x axis at q. To get the point q, to get the point q, we put y is equal to 0. Therefore, 0 minus 3 is equal to minus 1 by m times x minus 8. That means minus 3m is equal to, or let's say I can cancel minus minus on both sides, simply get 3m is equal to x minus 8. So getting x is equal to 3m plus 8. So what are the coordinates of, to get the point q, I think. The point q? Yes. Therefore, what is the coordinate of q? Coordinate of q is 3m plus 8 comma 0. What is the next point? I think the next point is s. It meets the y-axis at s. To get the point s, we put x is equal to 0. Let us have, I call this 1. I'll call this 2. In 2. In 2. X is equal to 0 in 2. So you get y minus 3 is equal to minus 1 by m times 0 minus 8. That means y minus 3 is equal to 8 by m. That means y you get 3 plus 8 by m, which can also be written as 3m plus 8 by m. Yes. So what is the coordinates of s? Coordinates of s is 0 comma 3m plus 8 by 8. Okay. So now let's see. So we have got the coordinates of p, q, r, and s. I've got the coordinates of p. I've got the coordinates of r. I've got the coordinates of q. And I've got the coordinates of s. Okay. So now let's see what is given. Obtain, find in terms of m the coordinates of p, q, r, and s. So I've got this part of the question I have finished. Next, obtain expressions for OP, OQ, OR, and OS, where O is the origin, 0, 0. Obtain an expression for OP, OQ. This is fairly simple. Coordinate, what is the coordinates of P? What is OP? OP is the distance, right? Between O and P. What is the coordinates of P? Coordinates of P we have got 4m minus 7 by m. 4m minus 7 by m, comma 0. Now see, in the x-axis, this is your coordinate axis, this is your origin. If P is a point, this point means what? This is a point on the x-axis, right? Because the y-coordinate is 0. So what should be OP? Distance OP? Without even using distance formula, you must know that OP is simply 4m minus 7 by m. Because this distance is 4m minus 7 by m. Isn't it? Right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
What about OQ? What is the coordinates of Q? 3m plus 8 comma 0. So OQ is also a point on the x-axis, say somewhere over here, or maybe here also, I don't know. But in either case, wherever it is, the distance is same. The distance is simply 3m. Q is coordinate is 3m plus 8 comma 0. So OQ is 3m plus 8. Okay. What about OR? What are the coordinates of OR? R. Has the coordinates. This is the coordinate of R. 0, 7 minus 4m. So R is actually a point on the y-axis. So coordinate is 0, 7 minus 4m. So what should be this distance? OR? OR will be simply 7 minus 4m. Okay. And finally, you have OS. What are the coordinates of S? Coordinates of S we have got here as 0, 3m plus 8 by 8. So OS is similarly 3m plus 8 by 8 because OM is also a point on the y-axis, whether here, here or anywhere on the y-axis. The distance remains the same. Okay, so this we have got the expressions in terms of M. That completes the problem. Next we are going to do number 12. I have only 5 minutes left, no? Or 10 minutes? 10 minutes, I
10
think,
minutes.
12:20. So I'm going
10
to
minutes.
do, so I'm going to do the next ISC problem, that is number 12. The points A, B, and C are 4022. So given points are A 40, B 22, and C 06, respectively. AB produced cuts the y-axis at P. This line AB, the join of A and B, cuts the y-axis at P. Okay. So and CB produced, that is the join of B and C, produced cuts the x-axis at Q. So we can easily find the coordinates of P and Q, isn't it? So first of all, we find out the equation of AB, and then we can find out the point where it cuts the um, the, the coordinates of P, where it cuts the y-axis. So what is the equation of AB? We use the 2-point form. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So this is y is equal to minus 2 times x minus 4. This is the equation. Okay. So where does it cut the y-axis to get the coordinates of P? It cuts the y-axis at what? It cuts the y-axis at P. Okay. To get the coordinates of
P.
P,
Point P.
we put x is equal to 0. They call this 1 in 1. So if we put x is equal to 0, we get y is equal to minus 2 times 0 minus 4, which is 8. Okay. So therefore, what is the coordinates of P? 0, 8. Right. Now, what is the next one? CB produced cut the x-axis at Q. Let's first find the equation of CB. Equation of CB. Okay. Again, 2-point form. Y minus, you take any one as x1 y1 and other as x2 y2. So y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Okay. We just simplify this a little. Y minus 2 is equal to 4 by minus 2, which is minus 2 into x minus 2. So what is the point here? The point here is Q, and what is the point is Q is on the x-axis. To get the coordinates of Q, we put y is equal to 0. In let us call this 2 in 2. So if you put y is equal to 0, you get minus 2 twice of x minus 2. So that means x minus 2 is equal to 1. That means x is equal to 3. So therefore, what should be the coordinates of q? Therefore, coordinates of q is 3 comma 0. Okay, so we got the coordinates of p and q both. Okay, and the first part of the question was find the coordinates of p and q. So we got. Next is find the equation of the straight line joining the midpoints of AC and OB. So we got to get in order to find out the equation of the line joining the midpoint of AC and OB. First, we need to find the midpoint of AC. So what are the coordinates of A and C? Coordinates of A is what? 4, 0. And the coordinates of C here is 0, 6. Therefore, what should be the coordinates of midpoint of AC is 4 plus 0 by 2 and 0 plus 6 by 2, which is equal to say 2, 3. Okay, so coordinate of midpoint of AC is this. Okay, let's call this. Next, what was the next condition? Midpoints of AC and OB. So coordinates of O is 0, 0, and coordinates of B is 2, 2. Therefore, coordinate of midpoint of OB is 0 plus 2 by 2, comma 0 plus 2 by 2, which comes to 1, 1. Therefore, what is the equation of the line joining the midpoint of AC and OB? That is the question, right? Find the equation of the line joining the midpoints of AC and OB. Therefore, coordinates of therefore the equation of the line joining coordinates of midpoint of AC 2, 3 and 1, 1 is y minus y1, which is 3, is equal to y2 1 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Okay, so this is y minus 3 is equal to minus 2 by minus 1 into x minus 2. That means y minus 3 is equal to twice x minus 2. So you write it in proper form because they have asked it in because they have asked you the equation. We'll write it in the general form. So you get 2x minus y plus 3 minus 4 is equal to 0. You get 2x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the required equation that answers the second part of the question. Find the equation of the midpoint of line joining midpoint of AC and OB, and verify that it passes through the midpoint of PQ. You need to check whether it passes through the midpoint of PQ. So let us first find out the midpoint of PQ. So what is the coordinate of P? Let us call this equation 3. Coordinates of P here is, what are the coordinates of P here? 0, 8. We have found the coordinates of P to be 0, 8. And what are the coordinates of Q here? We have found out the coordinates of Q to be 3, 0. Therefore, what is the coordinate of midpoint of PQ? Coordinates of midpoint of PQ is equal to 0 plus 3 by 2, comma 8 plus 0 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2, comma 4. Okay. So let us now to check whether this point 3 by 2, comma 4 lies on this straight line or not. We'll put it in the LHS of this equation 3 and check whether we are getting 0 or not. So LHS of 3 is equal to 2x minus y minus 1. So this twice x is 3 by 2 y is 4 minus 1. This cancels. So you get 3 minus 4 minus 1, which we are not getting 0. 2x minus y minus 4 plus 3. Coordinates of P and Q, are they correct? Coordinates of P and Q. Let me just check one. Maybe a plus minus mistake somewhere, but you should get a 0. You verify that this is equal to 0, and you check that this is equal to the RHS of 3 also. Okay. So once it is, you check whether this is equal to 0, is in fact both the sides are equal with the x and the y coordinates here, 3 by 2 comma 4. Then it means that therefore 3 by 2 comma 4, the question here was, and verify that this line passes through the midpoint of PQ. So therefore 3 comma 4 passes through the midpoint of PQ, or whatever, if you get a minus sign also, no problem, passes through the midpoint of PQ. Okay, so just check for your any addition or subtraction mistakes here. Otherwise, everything should be correct. Okay, let us see the next one. The next one is a very important sum actually. It deals with your locus. Number 13. Number 13, if you read the question states, here that a line through the point 3, 0 meets the variable line y is equal to tx at right angles at the point P. A line through the point 3, 0. Okay. So what should be the equation of the line through the point 3, 0? If I say the slope of the line is m, let the slope of the line through 3, 0 be m. So therefore, what is the equation of the line through 3, 0? Therefore, equation of the line through 3, 0, point slope form y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Okay, equation of the line through 3, 0. This is the equation of the line through 3, 0. Meets the variable line y is equal to tx. Call this line 1. So 1 meets y is equal to tx. We call this 2 at right angles at P. So what is the slope of 2? Slope of 2 is y. This y is equal to mx. Slope of 2 is what? Slope of this is t, because this is of the form y is equal to mx. Okay, and they are at right angles to each other. Since 1 and 2 are at right angles, therefore product of the slopes must be minus 1. So what is the slope of the first line? We have taken the slope of this line to be m. And what is the slope of this line? T. They are at right angles, so m into t must be equal to minus 1. So what do we get? M is equal to minus 1 by t. Okay, fine. I think I'll stop here. It's already 5 minutes past 12:20. Okay, so I'll stop here for today. I'll continue this problem in the next class. Okay, take care.